Here we are. I'm saying Fishtown. I'm saying I'm in Fishtown. East Kensington. There you go. That's a better answer. Going for a scoot. And oh, hello, friend. And today, we're just going on a scoot in one of the hippest, trendiest spots in the city, East Kensington. Oh, you know what this is giving me? You ever see that movie Judgment Night? Cuban Gooding Jr.? Cuban Gooding Jr., Dennis Leary. Uh-oh. Okay. Guess what? Alright, so I guess we're in Kensington. Just gonna do a little dip around, see what's going on. Hottest day of the year. What's the city like on a Sunday at, what time is it? It's about 6. I don't have my phone on me, which is smart because I'm in Kensington. And what's it like, the hottest day of the year in one of the toughest areas in the city? Are people out? 98 degrees. Well, it was a little bit ago. Look at this fire hydrant. This is like the 4th fire hydrant I've seen on today. I've not seen one person go under it besides me. Man, this is on full blast. That's all. Yeah, I hear you. Where am I at? I'm at Emerald and Cumberland. Is this Kensington? Emerald and Cumberland? Let me know in the comments. A lot of people do the fire hydrant car wash. They'll go by slow. There you go, see? Fire hydrant car wash. I guess rain does the same thing. It's just not as forceful. So yeah, what I've been doing is I've been dipping my hat underneath the old fire hydrants. We had a few days a year. I don't know who had the key. To open the fire hydrants up, you had to have a special wrench. And I remember my buddy, his dad had the wrench. And I was like, yo, let's try to steal the wrench so we can go out and go in fire hydrants. And he's like, no way. If my dad knows I steal the fire hydrant pipe, he'll kill me. That's how special the fire hydrant pipe is. So this parking spot's being saved. You see this? You see how they have all these bushes? And you see how people are parked on the pavement? They don't want people to park on the pavement, so they have all these bushes out. And they have the same thing going. These little boxes. There's other neighborhoods, what they'll do is you'll just stack cinder blocks and paint them blue. And they're like, fuck it, come at my house. Uh-oh, 2 bars. Oh, wow, look at this. This is the Huntington Stop. You know what? Are you wearing flip-flops again and you're in this neighborhood, dummy? Yes. Right, we're just going to go down this way. Woo, watch out for that pigeon. Get off the Ave. I guess it's going to be busier now since the temperatures are dropping. I mean, it's probably right now a nice cool 95 degrees. I don't know if I've mentioned this on my regular page or if I met this on my YouTube channel. I mean, on my page. I think I just said this on my Patreon page. There is a how do I say this? I don't know this to be true. Let me just say that, okay? I think there's a vigilante going around in this neighborhood and other neighborhoods setting stuff on fire. I understand that there was a woman who was recently set on fire. I know for a fact I've seen a few homeless encampments, not only in Kensington, Port Richmond, but even in Bridesburg, that were set on fire. And I saw a comment that somebody said there's something going on with other people getting murdered. Oh, look, up there on the railroads, there's a tent. So apparently somebody got murdered on the railroads. Like I said, I don't really pay attention to other Kensington YouTubers. So I don't know what the story was. But if you know more about that, if maybe sometimes you get comments, you don't even know if they're true, you know what I'm saying? That's the part about the internet that sucks. But I know I've been seeing a lot of encampments set on fire. Let's give an exact number. I think I saw probably 5. But I know some people, they just watch this for the Kensington stuff. So if you guys know more about something like that going on, let me know. Because there's something weird going on. I know we used to have a guy called the Frankfurt Strangler. And you're in flip-flops, dickhead. Usually I'll go for the scoot through this part, like I'll go down the street, but I'm wearing flip-flops. I had to remind myself that. Here's a question. You see this graffiti? All right, so the picture, the picture of the person, I consider that art. But for some reason, no, you know what? Let me see if I can see the beauty. I can. I guess you can. It's weird what I could like. I don't consider the lettering art, but I consider that art. And art is in the eye of the beholder. Oh, it's pissy here. Oh, do we want to be taking these back streets? We have a lot of junkyards and scrap yards in this area. Not sure. I know there was a big junkyard fire somewhere around here near Somerset Street, and I hear that the city is sort of cracking down on the junkyards. I know there's a used tire shop on Somerset Street called Kaz's. It's been there my entire life. And the city is like making him use storage containers. And it makes him use like storage containers, and everything has to be, organized better. So, if there's a fire, they can put it out. I don't know, So, matter of fact, Kaz's is down the street here. So I know the city is regulating more because Kaz was bitching about it to me. He's a really nice guy, though. If you ever need a used tire, go see Kaz. And by the way, if you ever need a used tire, if you can, try to get a new tire, because who knows, right? Now, this is a little section in between Port Richmond and Kensington. I would consider this Port Richmond if you give a shit about my Philadelphia map. But this section here, wow, there's another open sprinkler. Isn't this awesome? I wish there was one in my house I can go in. But this section right here was called, these little 2 blocks, it was called Jewtown. And in the early 1900s, Port Richmond was predominantly Polish, and this little 2-block section had a lot of Jewish people. And here's a funny story. When I was growing up, I grew up in Port Richmond, so we would play football with the kids from Jewtown. And up until about the age of 14, I thought only black people were Jewish, because in the 80s when I lived in this area, this wasn't Jewtown anymore. It was a black neighborhood. But this is one of the only signs that you'll see of the old Jewtown. And there's newspaper articles that you can look this up. I'm not being derogatory. That's what the neighborhood was called. Back in those days, they were assholes, I guess. I mean, they call it Chinatown, but let's not rationalize. But if you see, look, see the Jewish writing, and right there, it's pretty cool, and that's Flemish bond brickwork. And there's more Jewish writing. It's built in 1904, and now it's I believe it's a church. Pretty cool. And over there in that Circus Tent, they I don't know if they're still using it, but they were doing what do they call it? Food donations. They would give out food from there. And I remember right when the beginning of the pandemic, there was the line from that thing was really long one day. I drove by. Uh-oh. Channy Street. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is all new. Everything here is new. I think this was like a big vacant lot. There was a railroad trestle. I think it might have gone down this street here. That got knocked down. And now they got all this development going on. And look at this guy. Yeah. Wow. Holy God. There it is. Look at the sprinkler. By the way, look at this asshole with the double parking, with the open parking spot, right? With the person behind them. Uh-oh, where are they going? Backing up, back it up, back it up. There it is. Double parking with an open parking spot. If that ain't the worst person in the world.